Rise and Grind, the most Cuban-like cigars. Let's have this conversation. So here at Rise and Grind, we equip you, share with you the best whiskeys, the best cigars. We help you to elevate your leisure moment. This is an impromptu video. Why? Because I just smoked a cigar and I said, wow, this cigar is so Cuban-like. I said, hey, let's just shoot a quick video about the 4 most Cuban-like cigars. Now I said, should I do some research and look up some stuff? I said, no, the people know me. And the people know I'm just gonna speak from the heart, speak from the head. And so we just gonna talk about 4 Cuban-like cigars. So, first one, it is the cigar I literally just got done smoking. It's still on my tongue right now. The taste, we're talking about the Principal Martinique. Now, I believe this is Ecuadorian, Connecticut. I'm from the Caribbean. Martinique is a Caribbean island. And so this cigar, when we think about another Caribbean island, Cuba, I don't know if that's why it's called Martinique, because it has something to do with the islands, but this cigar is very Cuban-like. I remember it maybe came out years ago, and I remember everyone talking about it about a year or 2 years ago. I had my first one tonight, and I was just blown away. I had it in the Lancero, courtesy of the Stogie Brody. So he sent me some cigars, and I said, oh, okay, this is that cigar everyone else was talking about. Smoked it. Everything you think about when you think about a Cuban cigar. So I'm not even gonna go into the notes for this video because I never do. And if the video is called Cuban-like cigars, then we know the note. And so it's gonna have that honey. It's gonna have the twang. It's gonna have a little saltiness on there. It's gonna have a pleasant hay note on there. It's gonna be a bit light to light plus. This cigar, the Martinique, is all of that. And so the saltiness on this, the pleasant saltiness, not like a high blood pressure saltiness. This cigar was just a beautiful experience. And it was actually a bit more of a medium body. And so again, I didn't write down any notes. I'm just going off of what I just remembered in smoking the cigar. Smoked it and just loved it. I loved it so much, I said, let me shoot a video about cigars that are like this. And so I just love that cigar. I'm looking, before I release the video, I'm gonna see if I can get some of the cigars before people start buying them up again. But the Principal Martinique, definitely a Cuban-esque taste, pleasant saltiness, a pleasant sweetness, a long finish, and the construction on it. Usually when you smoke a Lancero, you gotta keep lighting it. This cigar just smoked easy and just perfectly. Principal Martinique. Next one, okay, the list is gonna get easy from here on out. Gotta talk about the Goldie. We all know Goldie. It pays tribute to the lady who used to roll cigars for Castro. Goldie, Goldie, Goldie. You know I love Goldie. La Paulina Goldie. Just one of my most favorite cigars. This has the Cuban twang. This is, if you ever want to talk about a Cuban-esque cigar, you gotta go with La Paulina Goldie. I know La Paulina puts out a lot of stuff, and honestly, I haven't had anything else they put out. I've only had the Goldie. Goldie's what I got. You see my collection? I got Goldie. I got boxes of Goldie in every single Vitola. If you want to talk about a Cuban-esque cigar, you gotta go with La Paulina Goldie. It's gonna be more of a medium strength. And so medium strength, off of memory, it just tastes good. And so saltiness, honey, whatever you think a Cuban tastes like, that's what La Paulina Goldie tastes like. Third one on the list. All right. This has just gotta get easy because I'm doing this from memory. I just smoked the cigar, worked all day, kind of tired. Atabey. Let's just call it what it is. Cuban-esque cigar, gotta go with Atabey. Atabey, yes, I don't like it that you gotta spend $30, but here's the beauty of it. Usually nowadays, you buy a Cuban cigar, it's gonna cost you $30 anyway. It's gonna cost you $30 and 3 years. So you wanna enjoy your Cuban cigar, that's what you gotta do. You want your Romeo y Julieta, White Churchill, you want any of the Ramon Alones Special Select, you gotta spend 30 bucks, wait 3 years. The good thing about Atabey is, sure, you spend $30, maybe $35, and it's ready now. Now, I'm not gonna say it has Cuban tobacco in it. I'm not gonna spread rumors. It's a good cigar. It's a well-aged cigar. It's a great Connecticut cigar. It's gonna smoke perfectly. It is of high value. It costs a lot of money, but it is of high value. And if you want a Cuban cigar that you don't have to wait for to age, and you want to get that perfect Cuban cigar taste, I think maybe that's the draw with Atabey. It's the Cuban cigar, is what Cuban cigars taste like after 3 years, when they're ready. That's what an Atabey tastes like as soon as you buy it. And so Atabey, yeah, you want a Cuban taste, Cuban-esque, honey. I would call it like a honeyed sugar note on there. Construction's gonna be perfect, draw's gonna be perfect. You just gotta spend the money. Last one, you know what the last one's gonna be, but before we jump to the last one, I just wanna thank you. Thank you for supporting this channel. The reason why I just make the content the way I do, I make a lot of videos, maybe spur of the moment, just talking from my head, talking from memory, talking from my heart, because I'm talking to my friends, and so it doesn't have to be a performance. I don't have to. We put a lot of work into the channel, but it's all done from the heart. And so we thank you for what you have done, for how you have made this channel into what it is. It started off just as a dream. It started off as a way for me to share some information with my friends. And now we got about 10,000 friends. And so we thank you all for the journey. If you aren't one of my friends yet, hit the subscribe button. And if you're not watching our lives are for us. I know there's a lot of lives out there, and people do a lot of different things, but what we do is what only we can do. And so join our lives on Tuesdays, Fridays at 6 p.m. Last one, you already saw this coming. Cuban-esque cigars. We gotta go with the Hoyo de Nicaragua, Antaño, Connecticut. That's the cigar. Before I smoked the Martinique, I would tell you the Hoyo de Nicaragua Antaño was my most favorite Connecticut. I think the Martinique is now my most favorite Connecticut. And so, but the Hoyo de Nicaragua, it will always have a special place in my heart. It's a great cigar. It's definitely medium bodied, brown sugar. It's syrupy, long finish. And so all these cigars, these are Connecticut cigars. I believe the Goldie might be it's probably a Habano. It shows us that you can get tons of good flavor, long lingering flavor on some of these quote unquote light body cigars. And so that was always the thing with Cuban cigars, that they just don't have the strength to them. The ones that I've shared with you, the Principal Martinique, the Goldie, the Atabey, the Hoyo de Nicaragua Antaño. These are cigars, very Cuban-esque, but they have some good strength on it. Why do I say this? Because if we're gonna be pairing it with some whiskeys and whatnot, we want a cigar with some body to it. We're Americans, we like the stronger stuff. And so hey, video, spur of the moment. I hope I got the right information out. I'm feeling good, I just smoked a cigar. I'm having a good time. And so if we've helped you, help us back. Like, comment, subscribe. But most importantly, rise and grind.